Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Educational Gamer and we are playing Predynastic Egypt, where we are prospering into a proper civilization now. We are right now called a proto-state and we might want to change that very soon, but as you can see we are by now nearly controlling all of the Nile River. We also have a very prosperous settlement over here where a lot of people are working in different professions and everything seems to be going very good. However, we are about 2/3 into the game, so from now on it might be a little bit more difficult to really try and fulfill all of the victory conditions. We are, well, really, in half of the victory conditions we are pretty far ahead, but even the single pantheon with 45,000 culture will be challenging. So there are about 70 turns left. That means we have about 35,000 culture that we are going to earn, so that will not quite be enough, but of course we are still growing and conducting lots of positive things over here. I guess we can even get more workers together and start to do some more things, and I think these other things will probably be... Can we send a gift to these people? In one turn? Yeah, sure, let's do that. No, 8 turns? No, 8 turns is not what I wanted. Well, now I'm kind of stuck with it. Oh well. Okay, that's fine. We will bite the bullet and simply do this. In about 2 turns we will be finishing the copper mines of Sinai, and that will lead us to the next challenge or next goal. Mission, I guess. It's a nice one-time award. What else is there? Price of construction is decreasing. Okay, that's fine. We're also trying to conquer this tribe down here. And we've unlocked the achievement city. I'm not sure for what. Probably because we have 50 workers. Which is nice. We are also... You know what? I think what we want to do is take one of these cults up here. We haven't done that in quite a while, and the reason is that the price goes up every time you do that. So you really shouldn't do it easily, I think, because it will just spiral out of control and you need the authority every now and then. But we do have quite some authority saved up. And I do think that we wanted to go ahead and do the Seth the Beast over here and try to build up our trade relations with, well, basically by doing this. So right now we are at 38 plus 148. So let's see what happens if we do that. We are mostly buying hammers, I guess, and some food. So yeah, that should boost trade though. So 38, 150 basically. So let's honor Seth, and we will want to do boost the trade efficiency. Yeah, so that's a substantial boost over here. I think that was a doubling of production, and quite some boost in the food production as well. So that is certainly very nice. We are also having enough culture now that we can build more things. We are also building the copper mines of Sinai. Eventually, the Egyptians exhausted all of the surface copper deposits of the Sinai. But the mining of copper was not reduced, and the mine was built, one of the first in the world. The mine shafts had no supports, so could collapse at any moment, but production has justified the risk many times over. Improves the region by quite some hammers, quite a boost in hammer percentages, and military percentages every turn as well. So that should give a boost over here. And we have a favourable flood of the Nile. What do we want to do over here? More culture or more food? I'm kind of tempted to take the food at this point. That would give us another work. No, let's praise the goals. Yeah, that's nice. Mission completed. By constructing the mine we got a lot of copper, and this is a major breakthrough in the development of military science and production. That's very nice. The next mission. We trade with Palestine regularly, receiving the most valuable goods and encouraging a cultural exchange. But there are many dangers on the trade route there. Horus ordered us to secure this route for the prosperity of our countries. Goal, build the Way of Horus road. Wells on the Way of Horus, outposts on the Way of Horus. Okay. Bonus, the construction cost of the Way of Horus is decreased by 50%. Okay, that's nice. Quite a substantial boost over there. Plus 2,000 culture. It's pretty good. Speaking of culture, we have the availability to take more discoveries over here. We do at some point need to take the Cult of the Dead Rulers for more authority. We could also think about taxation or slavery. Both of these are things that we need to advance into another area, I guess. We have a proto-state that would allow us to become a proper state, I think. But the most important to me right now seems to be Ecag writing, which should boost our culture income by quite a bit and thereby allow us to pursue all of these other things so much quicker. So let's pick that for plus 50 culture and see what that does. Yeah, that gives us at least plus 100 culture every turn. Unfortunately, it's not quite as easy to read how exactly these percentages are influencing things. But with 100 culture per turn, you know, this should be coming in, or 100 additional culture per turn. These things should be coming in pretty quickly. So, the long evaluation of abstract symbols and signs finally became the first archaic script with unique rules. The first texts were more like rebuses, with the help of which the first scribes wrote down the names, titles of the rulers and their deeds. That's a weird comma. Okay, that's fine though. Yeah, more culture good. We are building things. We have finished the mines of the Cine. It's always going to take us towards the left over there. We could build the Palace of the Scorpion for more authority. We could build cities, which wouldn't be bad. Plus food, plus production. I'm guessing these are places that we are currently working. Well, not actually. I don't know. Oh, it's taking to the left. It's just annoying. Right, now the most important things are of course the Way of the Horus Road, which we can't do now. Deidra? Over here. Interesting. God damn it. I'm mindful just to build this just so that it doesn't always grow all the way to the left. It's really, really annoying to me. Right. The Temple of Horus then is not quite as important. These things are all both, I think, equally good. Plus 5%, plus 10%. Okay. Let's build this city. Go ahead and manage that construction. Still big increase in building, so that's fine. And very soon we will conduct the attack down there, so that should be fine. Trial skipped. This year's Desert Storm summons the servants of the god Seth for wars and excuses, but his fanatics are deaf to his call because they have already been subdued by Horus and had no right to break the will of the great god. Trial completed earlier. Okay, gold victory. That's nice. Okay. I didn't even get that there was a trial. Okay, but so much the better. We can hire more people, which probably is just as well. So, I guess what we can do is also send you over to exploring, because I'm kind of... I do want to know what's going on over there. Board games really aren't required. I think the next wave probably is taxation, so we can build the Way of the Horus. But let's see about that. Right, building or city finished. Pretty good city as well. Plus 11 now. That's a very good city. Yeah. Scroll all the way to the left because obviously that's what I want. It's not. Multi-story barracks, not quite required. Tomb of Ka, other tombs. Crime, and I don't know what these requirements are. And all of this does give us authority, no? Yeah. So yeah, let's build another city then. I think I should be fine. And we're going to pull that person off again. And that will finish at some point up there. Another person will require more than 100, so there's no chance of really getting that, so I think that's alright. And we can hand it over to what's next turn. Subjugation, we're going to attack. We should win that pretty handily, I think. I'd like to get a green result over here, just an outflanking or something. Come on. We should be outflanked. They're hesitating. So that should be their collapse. Yeah, and their land is now ours. That is lovely. Is it a good land? Decent. Decent enough, so let's send someone over there, and that is okay. Yeah, probability of attack really low, probability of rebellion a little bit increased, but not too drastically so I think we'll be fine if we are just advancing over here. The governors of Horus. In these troubled times, Horus himself personally could not keep an eye on everything, so he decided to appoint governors chosen from the best people to rule the distant lands. What task would be most important for them? Taxation, which is weird because there's a technology called taxation, which would give us growth of food. Nice, but not really required. Army, no, I don't think we'll need that much more than army. Let's say honoring to get more authority, because I think at some point we'll need more of that. Right, let's create more workers and send them to do what exactly? Well, I think helping out with the exploration for a turn might not be the worst idea. So, relations improved, they're now friendly with us, and we have built an 11 tile. That's really, really great tiles that we are getting over here. It's really pretty good. How much trade would we get? Quite a bit. We'd probably get a lot of trade over here as well, wouldn't we? Yes. Why didn't I do that? Yeah, at least as long as we have the blessing of Seth. That's pretty good. Okay. Building. We should be always constructing things, and you know what? I am gonna build this because honestly, this is way too annoying. Okay, so in the settlement, is there anyone who doesn't really have a good job? You. Yeah, I think that's fine. So you'll be building up some fields over here, and that's gonna be alright. Good. More workers. So yeah, that's about, turns out to be 7 in total, which I think is okay. Do we need that many army people? I'm mindful what other trials there might be. I really am. But let's see. Right, map of Egypt. Yeah, everything is more or less fine. How long does it take till we get the taxation? That would be 5,000, so next turn basically. Okay, that's pretty good. That will allow us to build the road, and I think the road is fine. Taxation, here we go, so +1 food as well for all cities, which turns out to be about 8 food. But again, the most important effect is the other one. And I think the next thing that we really should be looking at is chronology, so that we can boost our culture income further. That's going to be alright. Good, another guy over here. Let's send you towards the scouting mission, just so that we can free up everyone over there. Yeah, so that's now a pretty good tile, one of these at least. The other one, meh. The other one is kind of meh, but this one is pretty good. Okay, let's build things. And now it's moving all the way to the right. Okay, that's much better. So, way of Horus. It's not that expensive. Efficiency of trade goes up. Certainly a very good idea. So let's make sure that someone is working on that. +3 all around. +3 food. Yeah, not so exciting. World map. There's a +5 food. Not sure why we didn't work that before. Probably someone in our city who's working worse tiles. Ooh, and the blessing of Seth has ended. It's a little bit unfortunate. Do we want to extend that? Probably we are fine. How about culture? So we are making 600 per turn, and we want to get to 10,000. How much would an improvement of 30% be? About 200. Oh well. So that's about 1,000 extra culture. Probably not worth it, but still. I think it might be turning out alright, and it was just important to know. Right, everything else though down here seems to be, yeah, well, let's send you towards the culture, earning us about 30 more culture. 30,300 BC, or 3,300 BC. We are still exploring, so that's probably the next big thing that's gonna happen. Oh, and of course the building of the street. Here we go, building of the street, that's fine. I think think the next one would be the wells. And then the outposts. You know what, I think that's probably just as good. This one is also interesting. Yeah, and it would be constructed in a very important area. Still, let's try to finish our mission first. I think that's pretty important. Should give us a nice boost as well. And trade really right now is also very important. We are trading with pretty much everyone. So 4 hammers, 5 hammers. Yeah, but really not that much food. I would like to get a little bit more food. But yeah, the best that we can really do is a +3. Maybe a +2. Let's get over here. Next turn it is. Next turn. More cultures. Warning, only 50 turns left towards the end of the game. According to the Egyptian history, you need to concentrate on exploration and the unification of the tribes of the Nile Valley. Exploration of the savannah and deserts is not required, which we are still doing, but might be okay if we don't do that. This is tempting to reduce the worker creation price, but I do think that we want to get to chronology first and make sure that we are earning as much as we can in terms of culture. Right. Yeah, again, all of these other fields in the desert and so on don't really seem to be worth it, so let's focus on our settlement and I guess the farms. Yeah, there we go. Next turn. So we've finished the wells. Oh, and we uncovered some area. Oh yeah, there's the wells. Growing discontent. 1 time plus 10% rebellion chance. We explored the full map. 1 time boost of culture. That's also extremely nice. And it will help us at some point. Good. We also found the goat tribe, which doesn't seem to be the best. They're hostile, they're experts in cattle breeding. They're pretty strong as well. I think we should probably raid them. Yeah. Yeah, let's raid. That should weaken them, and then just after that we can truly subjugate them. I think that should be alright. Good. In terms of buildings, we should be able to build the outposts on the way of Horus. So let's go ahead and build that. Can't really send more people there, so that's alright. More warriors, more wells, so that should all give us a pretty good boost actually. And very soon we will be able to take the next culture steps. And we have 2 people who are idle. Okay, let's send you on the fields. There we go. Next turn. 1 more turn and we can buy the culture. That should be good. And we finished the next stage, so the outposts over there. Oh, that were well. We also get to boost something. Culture. Moderate? No reward? Let's pick a moderate reward. Yep, there we go. Mission completed. Mission completed to construct the Way of Horus Road, wells on the Way of Horus, and the outposts. So there we go. Big boost in food, hammers, culture. Lovely. Right, that should allow us to pick the chronology, which again does boost culture income by quite a bit. I'm also mindful about the rebellion chance. So I think what we could do is take board games. We must also be mindful though that we still need about 47,000 culture just to discover this, and we only have, well, less than 50 turns left. But you know what, board games, I want to get rid of this rebellion chance, so that should be alright. Okay. Are there any places where we can earn additional culture? It doesn't look like that. No. Most of our people are working in the city, so that's fine. We should also build more things, though. In particular, we could be building the gold mines of Nubia. 100% more authority. Or the city of Tarnas. I think the city of Tarnas we already established that it would be pretty good. Palace of the Scorpion undoubtedly would be very good, but ultimately we do want to build the city of Memphis. I think that's one of the victory conditions. So let's try to make our way towards that, at least as far as we can. So victory conditions, single Pantheon, 9,000 production, oh that we actually have, and 5,000 food. So yeah, food is really something that we do desperately need. Still, let's recruit more workers and place them on our farms so that we can build more workers and just snowball out of control. Right, everything seems to be really going well. I mean, we are sort of seeing the end of the line over there, but so once we get, I think, slavery, we do need slavery to get rid of the proto-state into the proper state, right? Yeah. And the Palace of the Scorpion. Alright, well, we'll see. We're also raiding these people? Yeah. Just look at the boost from trade that we're getting over there. That's really substantial. Discoveries? What's that? Cult of Dead Rulers. Probably a good choice. Slavery, I mean, it's decent. Let's work our way up to slavery first, so that we can recruit more people when we need to. The Ruler's Scorpion. A leader named Scorpion has come to power. He will be remembered as one of the greatest Predynastic rulers and will be talked about throughout all of Egypt forever. The ruler demands that you build a worthy tomb for him. Available Tomb of the Scorpion, growth 10% plus everything, remaining turns 7. Interesting, okay. This is a really good tile now. And you know what, since we can build that, and since it does take 5 turns, we should better get going at that. Build City of Tarnas, that's nice. Rule of the Scorpion. Is it a trial? If it's a trial, then I should probably take Honor Horrors. Let's do that twice. I'm not sure it's really worthwhile, but to me it seems like a good idea. The Tomb of Scorpion, Abydos, yeah, that looks okay. The Tomb of Scorpion was like an underground palace. There were 12 interconnected rooms for the ruler, his servants, treasury, and the burial vault itself. The tomb was filled to the ceiling with jewels, vessels of wine, oil, and other things. Okay. Some more culture over there. Pretty good. And in terms of buildings, can build the Palace of the Scorpion, which would give us a boost, I think, towards... Yeah, it's one of the things that we need to complete. So let's go ahead and do that. And in terms of discoveries, we can go for slavery. That means we can create workers more cheaply, which is what we're going to do. And then just briefly, again, reconfirm, just really reconfirming what the best tiles are. And in our settlement, you can now work over here. Good. 2 more turns for this to be finished. Let's attack the Goat Tribe. Should be able to finish them off very neatly. Yeah, there we go. One-time boost of a lot of food. That's quite substantial amount of food. And we can even raid them again. We can also subdue them. Let's wait 2 turns, then I think it's time to raid them again. More food tiles? Yeah, there are some. Just making sure that we don't have too many workers. But yeah, that is looking pretty good. Right, what are we building? Oh, the Palace of the Scorpion. Yeah, that's nice. Another turn. One. Nile Float, what shall we do with additional food? Do we want to praise the gods? Yeah, I think we want to praise the gods. We do need some more culture. So, do we want to save up for the additional food or the additional authority first? I think the additional authority is nice. And then, let's see. So, we are making 1.2 thousand culture per turn. So, that's... what? For the remaining... I don't think it's even 50 turns. It's probably more like 40 turns. Yeah, so we'll just be able to discover this Pantheon. Interesting. This would be nice to get also, but I'm not sure we will be able to do that. So, with death the ability of the God King only increase. He directs the people as before, bringing them benefits or troubles. The dead ruler became the representative of the people among gods, and in the world of the spirits. And to make sure relations with the dead ruler remained good, people cajoled his spirit in every possible way, regularly bringing gifts to his soul, double his car. That's nice. Authority is pretty good by now, so... I'm thinking of whether we want to boost our culture a little bit over here. Let's do that, just to make sure that we are potentially getting enough culture to actually increase... What's this? Oh yeah, the palace. So that's nice. That should make us turn us into a state, which should give us another boost of culture. And that really should be enough to really boost us ahead of the curve there. So, requirement of something? Could build more barracks, but I don't think we really need that. More tombs. It's fine. Gold mines of Nubia. Or do we really want to build the city first? I mean, the growth to culture would be really tremendous. And to food. So you know what? Let's go ahead, let's build the city of Memphis. And we can't. Requirement, the unification of Egypt. How do I get that? How do I get that? I've done this. Remove the sculpture. Haven't I done that? No, I've done that. Don't know what that's about. Okay, well, if we can't build the city of Memphis, let's build the city of... let's build the gold mines. Should be fine, I think, and should be a good construct. So, if it says it requires the unification of Egypt, does it mean I have to physically conquer all of the tribes? And speaking of the tribes, we really need to raid them again. Does cost us some food, but all in all we are fine. 5 turns before the trial of this civil war. This civil war is about to begin. We'll need hammers, which we have plenty of, authority, which we are pretty good on, and army, which we're actually losing, but all in all I think we'll be fine. We have trained up very substantially for that. I do think we have enough hammers, don't we? Still, we can send you towards that pottery. And on the world map, well, probably this pottery isn't the ideal place. Probably this mason job is a little bit better even. +4 over there as well. Yeah, so we seem to be fine over here. Yet of our forefathers. Yeah, Rule the Scorpion. That should boost us. Yeah, this should also boost hammers by quite a bit. Where does that actually apply to? Over here? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I think we are very well established to next time probably maybe end the game. Maybe 1 or 2 more turns. So I'm pretty excited about that. Looking forward to that really. So thank you guys for watching. Let's see you again next time. Bye bye.